Here we are at Pensacola for the AutoZone 300 and the first chase race of round number 2. So just last race, 4 drivers were eliminated. We're down to 8 drivers fighting for the championship, the start of round number 2. On the pole for today's race is JT Hanley in the 81. To the outside is the 51 of Tim Gary. Then third you have Patrick Smith, Kyle Hunter in 4th, and rounding out the top 5, Alexander Rowe. Then 6th, Julius Anderson. 7th, Jim Gambit. Joe Sandrogen, 8th, your first chaser. 9th, Max Anderson. And rounding out the top 10, Mason Hayward. So one chase driver starting inside the top 10. Then the rest of the field, Eli Bright and Jeff Samito, along with Isaac Nichols and Jonathan Beeford, who was eliminated last race. Then Carter Friesen and John Gambit. Jason Larker and Trey Rainey. Luke Rainey and Jay Gambit was also eliminated. Then you got Alex Stewart, Chaser, and Robert Hernandez. Then here's the other 2 that were eliminated. Both teammates starting on the same row, TJ Hanley and Derek Hamill. Then you got Jake West and Marcus Sachi. Then you got 2 chasers, Jeff Bright and Steve Larker. Jake Jefferson and Tim Randolph. Colton Yo and Jake Richardson. Then Riley Spurley and Michael Canto. Brayson Collins and Joe Jefferson. Then you got Jason Spinner Jr. and Justin Heath. Levi Shones and Co. Luigi. Then Evan Hunter and Tyler Lyman rounding out the field. So a bunch of chasers starting here at the back of the field. We'll be very interested to see them work their way to the front of the pack here at Pensacola. Let's all go down trackside to hear the command.
Take a nice deep breath, buddy. Settle in, relax. Give your seatbelt a little tug and tug on your steering wheel one more time for me. Good luck, bud. We'll see you at the end of this deal.
Looking forward to cars rolling off the starting grid here at Pensacola for what's going to be one wild race in the AutoZone 300. It's going to be the first wild card of the chase, as to say. It's not about handling, it's all about just being at the right place at the right time. In the pack, the draft is the big equalizer. Everyone's going to have basically the same car. It's almost like you could have a car that's been running 15th, 20th all season. It could be a winning car at the end of today after 15 laps around this long, oval, 3, 4, 5 wide pack we will see here today. So the pace car, coming off of turn number 4, will make the left turn to pit road. 15 laps at Pensacola. The start of round number 2 is about to get underway. JT Hanley and Tim Gary are going to lead the field to the green flag. They get into the restart zone. We are racing in round number 2 of the Target Series chase. Here comes the pack roaring down the back straightaway. For the first time, Tim Gary peaks low to block Patrick Smith. It's going to get him to the race lead as he goes into turn 3 with the big push from the 09 car. He's going to get by JT Hanley. Hanley with no help. That was a very spread out start right there. Both lanes pretty spread out. It's going to take them some time to get back up together. As they come off at turn number 4, lap 1 going to be led by the 51 of Tim Gary. Jim Gambit now looking to the bottom of Patrick Smith. Gary leads lap 1, the battle for second. Jim Gambit underneath Patrick Smith, and here comes Eli Bright in the 52 looking to challenge. And it's very interesting. This race last season was actually the elimination race of round number 1. We actually didn't see a big crash. We saw some pretty good pack racing. It came down to the last lap and a photo finish. It was a very interesting race last season. This race now just the first race of round number 2. They come down the backstretch. Jim Gambit with the peak. Eli Bright gonna go with them. Look at the move by the 52 and the 60, both of which move out of line. They're 3, 4 wide in the pack. And how about Carter Friesen? First race back, he's in that number 54, Bass Pro Shops Toyota. Here he is to the 3rd position following those front 3. Jason Larker is the one behind him in the number 2 car, along with Just Me on the 41. Eli now peaks low. Couldn't get it done. Friesen stays to the bottom, though. Does he have the drafting up to keep it underneath that 52 is the question. Look at this great camera angle as they come at you, entering turn number 1, 212 miles an hour. And how about Jeff Bright? Start back in about, 27th, 29th position. Here he is running inside the top 5 now as he comes off of turn number 2. Said draft is the big equalizer. Get from the back to the front very, very easily here at Pensacola. He's looking to make it 3 wide as Carter Friesen still follows Jim Gambit. He's going to be able to keep it clear. Here comes Tim Randolph, 4 wide underneath Jeff Bright. Bright forced to the middle lane. He's going to get up in front of Jeff Samito. He's the highest chaser right now. I do not see any other chasers within sight. In fact, this pack very spread out, not as tight as what we're used to seeing here at Pensacola. Randolph with a big move to the bottom lane. Hanley does not follow. Randolph has no help down low. Friesen's going to have the help from Hanley up top. Should be able to clear before getting to turn 1. I don't think he did. Randolph with a great job of staying underneath it. Now he has the drafting up from the 24 and the 1. Hanley is now falling off the 54's back bumper. Jim Gambit doing a great job out front, controlling both lanes. Here comes Jay Jefferson, the 1 car. Big move there. Peeking out of line. Behind him, Jeff Smee on the 41 and Trey Rainey. Heartbreak for his truck team last night in this race at Pensacola. Eliminated after the first round. They were the champions last season. So, you know, he wants some redemption here. The Target Series has been a great season here. Has been a great season anywhere besides trucks. And looking to get back on track with the victory here at Pensacola. Trying to get back to victory lane. Now you got 2, 3 chasers that start towards the back. 4 of them, in fact. Here they all come. See Brayson Collins, Justin Heath, Levi Shones all lined up on the bottom. As them balanced side by side for second on back is really helping Jim Gambit out. You can just go up to the top, go down to the bottom. You can keep doing that, keep that race lead. But at some point, a few cars are going to get clear, and they're going to try and run him down. Look at Carter Friesen. He's hanging tough on the outside. He has some great pushers behind him, like the 41 and the 44 that was behind him at one point. And it's kept him to that outside lane. It's kept him alive out there for now. But if that inside lane starts getting a little bit better help, watch out. Collins, Shones, Hunter, Stewart all lined up. Those are 3, 4 of your chasers on this bottom lane. Steve Larker not far behind in the number 33. Now the pack very close. 3 and 4 wide in the pack. Look at Levi Shones to the... Oh, they're wrecking! A car up in the air and one of them going around. It's Jason Semio Jr. And they're stacking them up. The big one at Pensacola. Jeff Bright. Is he possibly in it? He's up on the high side lane. Did he get damage? Riley Spurley to one of them that went around. I do not see damage to the 5. I see Derek Campbell involved. Possibly the 50 of Max Anderson. He was back there. The 43 has damage. Here they are racing back hard. Look at this battle for second. Shones underneath the 08. The 11 goes with the 08 though. Doesn't want to give the drafting up to the 38. Shones trying to get back in second. So with 10 laps to go, caution come out. They will race back with 9 laps to go. And I see about 15 cars that are going to get back unscathed. Gambit back in front. Randolph back in second. Shones, your highest chaser, in third. As a big crash happened, look at the damage to the 70, the 3, the 1, the 40, the 24, the 88, the 44, the 31 all torn up, the 39, the 97, 52, 81, 09, 19, 36, 51, the 7. We can definitely say this was the big one as it happened going off into turn number 1. Heavy damage to so many cars. Were any chasers involved is the question. Let's check out what happened. Here they're racing off into turn number 1, and Jake Richardson is rubbing with the 40 of Jason Smith Jr. They just make slight contact, and that car takes off hard. To the right gets Jay Jefferson. Jefferson goes up in the air, and it's on from there. Colton Yule, Isaac Nichols, John Gambit. Look at Luke Rainey, Patrick Smith, and Derek Hill will take to the apron. Rainey, I think, was able to get away. Eli Bright goes up, blocks the track, hits a few others, but I believe Jeff Bright able to get on the brakes and stop. And all these cars involved, so many good cars, so many. I would say 15, 20 cars got damage in this. Some of them drive away. Let's look at this in real time, and then we'll go from some different camera angles. Then we'll go on board with like the 50 and the 5 who are back here. Luke Rainey did a great job. He got spun down to the inside, but kept it straight. Look at him miss it. Great job there. I hope he doesn't have any suspension damage there. Remember, Rainey eliminated last night in the Truck Series chases. Then Kyle Hunter got up on his side, Anderson up, and Hunter on his lid. So a flip did happen here in this crash. Look at this from a different camera angle. So there's rubbing, and that's where the final rub happened. Into the wall hard they all went, and look at all these guys just flying up the track. The 88 hard into the outside wall. Bright got it slowed down the top side with Marcus Sachi, and Jason Larker was able to miss it. Great job there by those two. Yeah, that was just a case of getting a little too close there, not being able to control it. Some cars took some very, very hard hits into the outside wall. And I believe like Spurley Tube and some others might have hit hard. Spurley, look at the damage to that 70. Oh, he had it missed, and the 19 came up right in front of him, and that's how he got involved. So Max Anderson, the 50, one of your chasers, was back here. Was he able to miss it? Is the question. He was in the middle of all of it. Anderson, a great job to miss all that. Great move, keeps him in the chase hunt. And then Jeff Bright, another chaser who was behind this crash. Looks like he was able to get slowed down the top side. What a great job by Jeff Bright as well to not panic and get away on the top side. Both those chasers did an amazing job, and they keep their chases alive. Jim Gamet in the 60, back to the stripe in front. And he'll lead us back to the green flag. It should be somewhere around 5 or 4 laps to go. Come back to the restart with 5 laps to go. So Jim Gamet will lead them back to the green flag. All the cars out. Kyle Hunter, Riley Sprague, Jay Jefferson, Julius Anderson, Jason Smeo Jr., Joe Sandrovich, Joe Jefferson, TJ Hanley, Colton Yo, Jake Richardson, Eli Bright, and Isaac Nichols. There are going to be 30 cars left on the lead lap and in the race. Jim Gamet will restart this race in the race lead. Second will be Tim Randolph. Your first chaser and third, Levi Schoens. Then a bunch of chasers. Evan Hunter, Brayson Collington, Alex Stewart rounding out the top 6. Steve Larkin just need 2 other chasers in the top 10. Green flag back waving, and the front really spread out on this restart. They're possibly trying to lay back and get a run onto that 60 car. Jim Gamet has not been touched since he got to the race lead. No one has gotten close to him, close enough to even be able to make a move. So can this 08, the 38, can some of these chasers back here line up? Levi Schoens, Evan Hunter, Alex Stewart, Steve Larker, they know that if they win, they are in the finale at Homestead. They would be in the final 4 if they win. Schoens, Hunter make the move. Hunter goes all the way to the double yellow line, but does he have the help down low? He doesn't. Schoens with the draft in the middle, trying to clear that 11 cars. They hit turn 3. He does. Now Alex Stewart's going to get hung to the high side by Cole Luigi and Steve Larker. Here comes Carter Freeze and Jeff Samito racing from the pack. Coming to 4 laps to go. Can anyone touch the 60 car of Jim Gamet? Heath, Brayson Collins put to the high side. Hunter now peaks back low on the 38. Cole Luigi, who's he going to go with? He has a Toyota down low and a Chevy up top. Looks like he's going to stay loyal to his manufacturer. Go with the high side. Larker also goes up there. Here comes another Toyota. The 54 of Carter Friesen. It's not about manufacturers now. You have to go with whatever person you think is going to get you to this victory. Hunter goes to the middle. Carter Friesen goes up there as well. Jeff Samito trying to keep it below the 54. They are 3 wide now, but with them being side by side for a second, it's really helping Jim Gamet. They have to get clear, get single file, and try and run down that 60 car to have a shot. Hunter does get clear. He has to bring the 41 car with him. Come to 3 laps to go. Because if he moves up, Smeal's not going to move up with him. There goes Smeo to the bottom lane. Trey Rainey and Michael Canto also there. 3 to go at Pensacola. Samito for second. Trey Rainey, Michael Canto, Brayson Collins on this inside lane. Justin Heath also to the bottom. Max Anderson, who missed the wreck, he's up here. He has a shot to victory. In the top 16, the top 16 up here. Jeff Bright, where is he at? Is he in that pack? I don't see the 5 car. There he is. He's off pace in 29th, so he possibly did get some damage coming back, possibly. Samito's gotten clear. Coming to 2 laps to go. It's going to be a dogfight at the front of this field. If Trey Rainey can also get clear, and if he stays with that 41, if he stays with the 41, they might have a shot to try and get by the 60 car. 2 to go at Pensacola. Look at Jake West all the way to the bottom lane, putting one of your chasers in the middle. Brayson Collins. Trey Rainey looking low on the 41. Samito blocks that off. And they stay single file in line. They will catch the 60 car. They have a run to him already. They come down the backstretch to the white flag this time. Samito does have a run to the 60 car. Going just a little bit faster. He's in the draft. He has draft behind him. Jake West is moving through this field. As they hit turn 3, come to the white flag. Single file for the first 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. They come off of turn number 4. West peaks low on Trey Rainey. Rainey tried to block that. Couldn't get it done. The white flag is out. Final lap at Pensacola. Jim Gambit trying to close out. Dominating performance. Jeff Semino and some others trying to run him down. Semino has no drafting up behind him. It's not going to help him. Jake West called Luigi. Carter Fries and Max Anderson. They race off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Semino doesn't have the help to win this race. Jim Gambit just has to make it 2 more perfect corners. Jake West looks slow on the 41. They hit turn 3. They're side by side for a second. Jim Gambit has this locked up. Unless West gets a big run, this is Jim Gambit's race. They come off of turn number 4. Jim Gambit's going to dominate the AutoZone 300. He's going to get to victory lane at Pensacola. Jim Gambit wins. And a pack of about 16 cars had a shot there at the end, but Jim Gambit, the dominating car of the day, and no one was able to pass him. Wow, dominating performance by Ford there, the 60 team, and they spoil the chase party. Your highest finishing chaser was Max Anderson, I believe, in 5th. So how about that? The story is on Jim Gambit as he dominates Pensacola to win. Let's now go check the finishing results. So here are the finishing results from the AutoZone 300 at Pensacola. There's 1 caution flag for 4 laps. There are only 2 drivers led this race. Jim Gambit leading 14 of the 15 laps to get to victory lane. Jake West ends up 2nd, Code Luigi in 3rd, Carter Fries in 4th, and Max Anderson, who has the chase points lead right now, in 5th. Then Jeff Semino in 6th, Justin Eads 7th, Tim Randolph 8th, Levi Schoen's 9th, and Trey Rainey rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. And since the points have reset at 0, just your 4 highest finishing chasers are right now in the Final 4 at Homestead. They would be Max Anderson, Justin Eads, Levi Schoen's, and Brayson Collins. Steve Larker, Evan Hunter, Alex Stewart just on the outside looking in. And then Jeff Bright had a poor performance. He missed the wreck, remember, but possibly got some damage racing back or something along those lines. He ends up 29th off pace, 42 seconds back. 30 cars finished the race. The rest out because of the crash. So big crash there. Got many drivers, including one of your chasers, Jeff Bright. So Bright going to have to hustle here in these next 2 races to get into the next round, or to get into Homestead. So the next race will be the Nationwide 300 at Texas. See you guys then. Here are the point standings after race 1 of round 2.